Chapter 33. The Battle at Sishui Pass. As Huang Gun arrayed his troops in front of the pass, Huang Ming said to Long Huang, "Things don't look optimistic here. Look at the combat formation and the prison carts. Let's first see Huang Gun and hear what he has to say." Long Huan answered. The Huangs trotted forward and Huang Feihu bowed on the back of his ox. "Father, your unfilial son begs your pardon for being unable to kowtow before you." "Who are you?" Huang Gun demanded. "I'm your eldest son, Huang Feihu. Why do you ask me such a question?" Huang Gun roared at him. "My family's been honored by monarchs for 7 generations, and all are loyal, filial, and just. None are treacherous, deceitful, or wicked. No one has ever broken the law, and no woman ever remarried after the death of her husband. But what have you done now? Just for a woman's sake, you've forsaken the monarch, abandoned your posts, and rebelled. You've committed a capital crime by slaying, plundering, and storming the passes. You've humiliated your ancestors in the afterworld, and your father in this one. You damned beast. You've held a high rank in vain. You only implicate me in this disaster. I wonder that you should dare to face me." Huang Feihu was completely dumbstruck. "Beast. Are you going to be a loyal subject and a filial son, or not?" Huang Gun demanded. "What do you mean, father?" Huang Feihu asked. "If you want to be a loyal subject and filial son, just dismount. I'll take you to Jiaoge. That way I'll have performed a service of great merit, and have the chance to live. You'll die a minister of this dynasty. That would make you both filial and loyal. Otherwise, your rebellion's already shown your disloyalty, and you have only to stab me to prove your unfiliality. I guess then you'll go to West Qi. When I die, you can do as you like, and I'll see and hear nothing. I hope that you won't leave me alive to be shackled and executed in public for your crimes. People would point at me and say he is beheaded because his son rebelled. I'm willing to die under your sword, and I'm sure you must be willing to kill me." Huang Gun said emotionally. "Don't say any more, father. You may take me to Jiaoge now." Huang Feihu cried out and was about to get down from his ox. "Brother, don't." Huang Ming stopped him. "King Zhou's a tyrant. Since he's immoral, why should we be loyal? We've braved innumerable hardships to get this far, struggling with death on each occasion. Why commit suicide for the single reason given by the old general? How pitiful it is to die without clearing our names of that great injustice." Thinking that what Huang Ming said was right, Huang Feihu sat on his ox, lowered his head, and kept silent. "Huang Ming, you bastard. I'm sure my son had no intention of rebelling against the government. It's unfilial and disloyal wretches like you that incited him to it. How dare you stop him from surrendering to me?" Huang Gun cried. He spurred his horse forward and slashed at Huang Ming with his cutlass. Huang Ming parried the blow with his axe. "General, listen to me. Huang Feihu's your son, and Huang Tianlu your grandson, but I'm neither. You can't expect to get us into your prison carts." He began. "General, you're wrong. Even a fierce tiger wouldn't devour its own son. How can you be so cruel as to send your own children to death? Your daughter-in-law was insulted by the tyrant and committed suicide, and your own daughter was murdered. Why don't you avenge their deaths? As the proverb goes, if a ruler isn't virtuous, his subjects may seek a new master. If a father's unkind, his son may oppose him." With great wrath, Huang Gun shouted, "Scoundrel! Your sophistry infuriates me." He slashed at Huang Ming again. Huang Ming once more parried the blow. "Old chap. Why not get out while the weather holds instead of waiting for it to worsen? As a general, you're totally blind to the current situation. You forget that there are no eyes in my axes, and one slip would mean the end of your life of fame. How could I dare to do such a thing?" Even more infuriated, Huang Gun rushed forward to attack him again. Zhou Ji shouted, "General, I'm afraid I'll have to offend you now. I can't control my temper any longer." Instantly, Huang Ming, Zhou Ji, Long Huan, and Wu Qian surrounded Huang Gun, halberd clashing on axe as the horses sprang in and out of combat. Watching them do battle with his old father, Huang Feihu felt his anger rise. How dare they insult my father before my very eyes? But Huang Ming shouted, "Brother, we've got the old general tied down here. Why don't you get out of the pass as fast as you can? Are you waiting for an invitation?" Huang Feihu, Huang Feibiao, Huang Feibao, Huang Tianlu, Huang Tianjie, and Huang Tianxiang rushed swiftly out of the pass. When he saw that his sons and grandsons had escaped, Huang Gun toppled from his horse and tried to commit suicide. Huang Ming instantly leapt down and seized his arms. "Sir, you needn't do that," he told Huang Gun. Huang Gun only stared at him. "You stupid bandit. You let them get away. Now you're trying new tricks on me. It's hard to explain things briefly," said Huang Ming. "It's really a case of having nowhere to air my grievances. I've been repeatedly insulted by your son. He was determined to rebel and tried more than once to put us to death when we advised him against it. The four of us consulted together and decided to come with him to Jiapai Pass, where we could help you take him back to Jiaoge. When we met, I tried to signal to you with my eyes, but you were so engrossed in idle talk that you didn't notice. I couldn't say anything lest our plan be uncovered." "Then what do you suggest?" Huang Gun asked. "General, you must go quickly and catch up with Huang Feihu. Tell him Huang Ming's right. Even a cruel tiger wouldn't devour its son. You may all come back. I'll come with you to West Qi. What do you say?" Huang Gun smiled. "You beast. You talk so sweetly, but how do I know that you're not deceiving me? Of course we won't really go. We'll simply lure him back, and you'll entertain them. We'll get a hold of them as soon as you give us the signal by ringing a bell. Then you may put your 3 sons and 3 grandsons in the prison carts and escort them back to Jiaoge to be punished. As for the 4 of us, we hope only that you would kindly forgive us and keep us in our current ranks." Huang Gun sighed deeply. "General Huang, you're a good man after all." He mounted his horse and chased after Huang Feihu. "My sons," he called. "Huang Ming's right. After considering it, I've decided to come with you all to West Qi." Wise father suddenly changed his mind. Huang Feihu wondered. It must be a trick thought up by Huang Ming. We'd better return at once and go along with his plan, Huang Feibiao said perceptively. Returning to the pass, Huang Feihu kowtowed before his father. Huang Gun said, "You must be weary after your journey. Let's have some food and wine first, and then we'll start off to West Qi together." When 5 cups of wine had been downed, Huang Gun struck his gold bell several times, but Huang Ming paid no attention to it. Long Huan secretly asked Huang Ming, "What shall we do now? You two pack all his private belongings on the luggage carts and set fire to the barns and warehouses. Then we'll all mount and leave. I'll answer any questions the old general asks." When Huang Ming did not respond to his signal, Huang Gun called him over. "Why didn't you make a move when I rang the bell? The men aren't ready yet. It would be dreadful if we acted prematurely and they got away." Huang Ming answered dishonestly. Meanwhile, Long Huan and Wu Qian packed all the old general's private belongings onto the carts and set the barns and warehouses on fire. When Huang Gun learned of the news, and then saw Huang Feihu's men getting out of the pass, he groaned. "I've been taken in." "General," urged Huang Ming, "let me tell you the truth. King Zhou's a wicked tyrant, and King Wu's a sage ruler. We're going to ask him for an army to revenge the wrongs we've suffered. We welcome you to join us. If you don't, you'll certainly meet your death in Jiaoge, as your barns have been burnt and taxes lost. You'd better come with us to see King Wu. It's the best path for you to take." Huang Gun pondered for a while and then sighed. "I cannot oppose public opinion. My family's been loyal for 7 generations, but we are rebels now. He knelt down, kowtowed toward Zhao 8 times, and hung the seal of his office in his silver security court. Then he extinguished the fire, and took 3,000 soldiers and 1,000 guards out of Jiapai Pass. Huang Ming, as far as I can see, you offer no help to my son. On the contrary, you're bringing the whole Huang family to its death. About 80 li from here is Sishui Pass under the command of Han Rong. Beneath him there's Yu Hua, a sorcerer. He's nicknamed the Seven-Headed General. He rides on a fiery golden-eyed monster and has never lost a battle. If I had taken you all as prisoners to Zhaoga, I could have saved my own life at least, but now we'll all share the same fate. This must be the will of heaven, and I must accept my destiny. Huang Gun told Huang Ming as they rode along. He felt even more grieved when he saw that his 7-year-old grandson was weeping. What crime have you committed against heaven that you should suffer the same cruel fate as ours? He sighed and groaned all the way to Sishui Pass, where the party came to a halt. When Han Rong learned that Huang Gun and Huang Feihu had arrived at Sishui Pass, he fell silent. General Huang, what a great pity. As marshal, you're of the top rank. How could you be so dull as to go along with your son? He ordered that the drums be beaten to summon his generals. When they all arrived, he announced, Huang Gun's joined his son. They're already here, so we must decide what to do. They decided to block the pass and prepare for combat. Meanwhile, Huang Gun sat in his tent looking at his sons and grandsons. He nodded his head. You all stand here now, but which one of you will be missing tomorrow? The following day, General Yu Hua came out and challenged the Huangs. Who would like to answer the first challenge? Huang Gun asked. I'll go first.